You're ready to act.
Well, ready is not the right word.
But willing to act.
Willing is also not the right word. The word is...
Even act is not the right word.
I gave you your first job, Cyrus. You can't cast for anything. Yeah.
But he never saw you at work. I mean, you go to...
Nothing's changed.
Bugs,
Because we work together now.
Bugs, he'd come.
Kaisa show hai? Listen, I want
He'd come. Let's just have an awkward moment where we
Yeah, let's have an awkward
when you're unhappy with the
first
girl.
time on a Cyrus show,
Yeah,
nobody
nobody
says
knows,
anything.
nobody-
Just pain. How do we show pain on screen?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the woman says.
You know, all our friends are in it. Asif is in it.
But I'm not in it, so all our friends are in it.
No, listen, Cyrus, I couldn't find you.
You couldn't find
I
me.
We should have cast
I live with my mother.
I-
Prince Charles and me, same habits. We live with our mothers till the end.
Yeah.
Now, Rahul, he made about 100 crores on the Santro commercials. I'm not kidding.
Where's that money?
I know.
Why is nobody paying for my film? When I told my dad,
Huh.
I was, and you know my dad. So when I told him I'm writing a play, it's about 3 friends. He said, oh, there are no dames or what?
Listen, no, we're joking too much. We have to promote this a little bit. at
Yeah,
least.
we have
Will,
to.
come
So
on.
stop behaving like amateurs. What is this?
Rahul, it's all your fault.
Yeah, very good.
While the AC is being adjusted.
There's only one female here. We make her do all the work.
I know, poor thing. Yeah, this is not right.
Yeah, no, it's right. But it's not right to say. Should I just hold it for an hour, no?
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Show is called Cyrus Says, but today I'm with 2 theatre legends, thespians. Thespians are people who same-sex... no, that's different. So thespians are these 2 guys who I've known since I was a young boy, and they were middle-aged. So we go back.
Even
a long
then.
way. Yeah, even then. You haven't... he's changed. The hair's a little less, if I may say so, but so is
Yeah.
mine. Yours a lot less.
Very, very little. Cyrus, years of pulling my hair out waiting to see you.
What, you thought my name was Sarita? What the hell are you doing? Okay, let me introduce you quickly.
Yeah.
So that's Bugs Bhargava Krishna, whose real name is Bunty Grewal.
Yes.
And this is Rahul daCunha. It's pronounced Kunya.
Yeah.
Correct? Pronunciation is right on?
थोड़ा ऊपर इनके ऊपर वो
कुछ ऊपर नहीं जाता आजकल. I'm 53.
It's that kind of show.
Now-
Why don't you tell us this?
Now, first, before we start, congratulations, Liverpool fans. Yay!
20th title.
Yeah, not bad, no, bro. My son's ecstatic somewhere in Canada. I mean, fuck this show. We can talk about anything else now. Who cares about your damn Pune Highway? But we must talk about that. Well, what we'll do is, we'll have some sort of structure until I get bored. Huh? So we'll talk a little bit about you.
in 10 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you think. If you want, we can just avoid the structure completely.
No,
You've
structure,
convinced
structure,
me.
structure.
No, I want to talk about you a little bit before, because we're getting to talk to the other 2 actors from Pune Highway, Jamshed and Ajit.
Ajit, yeah.
Right? We'll find out who they are, leading actors. So they'll do more talking about the movie, I would think. In terms of the actual movie, you can tell us about the making of the film. It'll be more fun.
And the play.
And the play. The play, yeah. Let's go back. So let's go back into your lives a little bit. Rahul, going back in time, your dad was the legendary Sylvie daCunha. By the way, I worked with him. This is very
I gave you
scattered
a first
conversation. He gave me my
I
first
gave
job.
him his first job.
Yeah.
He wrote Amul ads in 94.
Yeah, there was a couch, and there was butter, and he said apply it, and
But you wrote the Amul ads?
then
94.
yeah.
Oh.
I wrote a few.
He wrote
Lara Camara is
Camara.
my favorite.
And Don't Cry For Me, Argentina.
I
when
tried all the
Argentina lost.
listen. Whenever there was sports, only him and me were interested, right? Because there was this other gentleman. There was another gentleman called Kunal Vijayekar, who actually asked this question in 1994 World Cup that was going on. He asked his dad, in the conversation, he said, put up the hoarding at half time because the America time difference and all that. Huh? Kunal says, what is half time? This is a true story.
Yeah,
There's an Indian who has no idea what half time is. Like in
He loves
football.
cricket.
No, he doesn't know sport at all.
Bugs, he loves masturbating.
He's that kind of show.
Yeah, that's.
And look at that. He doesn't know what halftime is.
I'm just saying
He's
one
in
thing.
good
No. You're talking about our age. It's
In my contract,
No.
no sex talk. Yeah.
Bugs. It's
This is not sex talk.
It's not half time. It's in your time.
In-
That's how we explain to the senior citizens. We're trying to talk about his life. His legendary dad. This goes back a lot of English theatre. It's a very small group of people. 10 people watch, 4 people were on stage. But it has a huge history. So we'll go back a little bit there. So Sylvie, his legendary father, one of the pioneers, along with the Padamsis, etc., etc., etc. Cut a long story short, Rahul comes from that breed. Right? You want to tell us a little bit about your early years? Oh, fuck it.
That was so long ago.
Okay. I know. If you can remember. But you got into, what was it, school, and then what happened after
So long and the short of it is the play that people remember me for, because I'm not Baji Rao, if you remember.
that? First, Larin Sahib.
Oh
I
my
used to come to your rehearsals at Rang, Sharda. There was a rehearsal with Tom Alter, no?
Yeah.
So me and some of the boys will come and watch. Yeah. And
This is quite a serious show now.
Yeah. I remember that. Because I was trying to correct him because it's Lawrence and not Lawrence.
Lawrence.
He wouldn't listen. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But we come from the legendary theatre. You come from the Padam Seas. I come from I don't know where.
Yeah.
But we go
What
back.
about him? Don't leave him out.
I know.
Bugsy is Bugsy.
I come from
This
nowhere.
man, sorry, he came from, where did you come from?
Bangalore.
Bangalore. It's now Bangalore.
But
we
there was
apologize.
but for me, the funniest moment in the theatre still remains
Huh.
when he whispers into your ear in rumors,
Huh.
boom, boom, boom. And I just laughed. It made no sense, but I laughed.
memory.
For
There were other funny lines
I kept
in the show
laughing.
too,
People
but-
are saying, why is this man laughing? And these two are kind of on stage saying, this is our invitee. But we're not.
You want me to tell Bugs stories? Bugs' greatest theatre story is when we drank all night,
Oh, yeah.
all morning, for some damn play in Pune.
In Pune.
Remember? And that was
Mischief Mania.
Mischief Mania, and it was all about entrances. And I don't know how we managed. The
The
line
play
we
was-
managed somehow,
the
but we
2
didn't know where
hour
to
play
go.
ran 3.5 hours.
Because we kept saying your wrong door, wrong end. We keep pulling people in and
And
out.
that's the play where Jasawala went to sleep.
Went to sleep.
He went to
He
sleep.
went
So
to
we had an
sleep.
actor who fell asleep on the first floor. There were two floors to the thing, the set. And he went to sleep in the queue. How
And
do you
then-
remember all this?
Because I was in the audience. It was somewhere
No,
when he
this
went to
was,
sleep.
that was here, I think.
Yeah,
okay.
and then he went
I've
back
gone
10
to sleep.
pages. He
Oh.
went back 10 pages.
Yeah, he just fell asleep. It was, what
We
a,
struggled to take the play forward.
this is why English theatre doesn't do well. The actors, they just do this.
They're still performing the same play still, trying to get to the end.
Okay, back to you. So Bangalore, then you came and I think you met Alec and got your
Alec
first job.
gave me a job
Yeah.
in Lintas as a
Yeah.
trainee. So it meant you couldn't eat.
Yeah.
So
There was no food.
there was no food. And then theatre, and then advertising.
Blood
also.
Brothers, what was the first one?
First one was in Bangalore, much theatre.
Yeah.
First one was Elephant Man with Pearl as
Wow.
a production designer. Not designer.
And your question is,
could
did
be.
Bugs use makeup? 1 second. Stop it.
Production assistant.
We can take a few shots here. Come on.
Yeah.
The production assistant.
Assistant.
You want the lead?
No.
Well, my joke's gone. Rewind, loop it. Let's go back again. Yeah. So, but I remember Blood Brothers again. I saw that. I was in my teens. But Noel Gordon, if I remember
Noel
correctly.
Gordon,
Yeah.
Noel.
Singing and all that stuff. I thought you hadn't launched yourself yet in those days. You hadn't done a play as far as I know.
What year would that have been?
46. 1 year before
Let's add
independence.
40 years to that. In
84, 85.
1987, I think. 80,
Yeah.
I did Nuts where I met Rajit and Shanaz, my partners for the first time.
Okay, when we say nuts, it's not what you think. Yeah. You directed Nuts.
Yeah.
Okay. So you had just started. You actually started at the same time, in a
Yeah.
sense. You as director, him as actor. Then your famous thing is, of course, Bajirao, which ran from some 300
Forever,
shows.
ever.
Yeah. And but the most fun in all those shows is the mistakes the actors make, no? Which only the inside group can
knows, yeah.
understand. So we have a common friend called, well, not friend, but acquaintance called Vijay Konalkar. No, Lakshman Shrestha, the famous artist, met him yesterday and called him like you call a waiter, Vijay. Yeah, they just don't get his name. I don't know why they call him Vijay. So many people just call him Vijay. We stopped correcting people.
Yeah.
They're so happy to see him and they call him Vijay. I don't know what to do anymore.
That's the middle name of the middle name.
It's like you tear the name into bits and you say you take this.
Every day I use a different part.
Yeah.
But even with him, his surname is Bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
No, more like bra.
Yeah.
And Punjab, it's more Broacha. It's more broad that way. Yeah. So the mistakes, I remember watching Bajirao because I used to come a lot. Whenever you had
Did
shows
you?
on Saturday night, now I don't come a lot.
Kunal was in it. Kunal was in it.
Yeah, so I had to steal him. So we would go drinking. He has a professional drinker that, I don't know if you remember. Bugs is one of the guys who taught me how to drink, by the way. Welcome to that.
Yeah, the elbow technique.
Elbow technique, and not only that, you and Jay Chennai, we have this conversation is going to become very local, so forgive me. You're the ones who used to always do this thing about we'd go to the bar and they'll say, 2 DSPs, what will you have? So it's always 2 for yourself. And I learned that you always order double first. Don't waste time. It was a beautiful thought
Then
because
Grand Road, there was that place.
Grand Center.
Grand
My
Grand
God, gone now.
Center.
Yeah, we were members for life. It was our club.
Oh.
Chicken Center, Grand Center. great memories.
We used to practice our lines and go to the bar to forget them.
Yeah,
So
lovely.
next day we came back.
And
not
then we found the
knowing
audience there really upset,
Yes.
drinking heavily.
Who left in the interval?
Now, see, we've taken the point. I don't even know what we were talking about.
That's
Vijay
right.
Konarkar.
Vijay
So Vijay Konarkar used to make a lot of mistakes in Bajirao, which we would just watch because I would try to steal him away to go drinking on Saturdays and all. And Rahul and all the backstage people, I think they would wait because the show was 200 shows, 300 shows. After sometimes the only fun for you is actually watching where he's going to screw up.
Yeah.
And he had lots of numbers, like 6 p.m. Was the actual line. He'd made it 9 p.m. and then he'd go all over the place. You won't, he threatens the girl with you won't turn 16 or something.
Oh, yeah,
And then he
those.
says, how old are you? She says 17. Okay, 6 o'clock tomorrow or you won't turn 16. 17.
19.
How much you said? 17. 18.
And he kept jumping numbers.
And Sudhir and Baman, who are frozen, best actors of their generation, Marathi, English, whatever you want to call it, best actors, frozen in dim light, but you can see them shaking, convulsing. Rahul going berserk in the back. You could see all the technicians going, oh God.
And you could see Kunal thinking, if you
Kunal
don't
thinking.
come tomorrow, you won't
And it's-
turn.
Exactly, and it's 3 lines. His whole fucking performance is 3 or 4 lines. Get them right.
got them wrong.
How does this Vijay person be allowed to be in entertainment?
That's why he went into food and not numerology.
I think he didn't go into food. He couldn't do anything else. So they suddenly said, put the camera on, he's eating, and that's it. Yeah. Okay, let's talk more about you guys now a little bit before we get into Pune Highway. So, Bugs, you made millions of dollars before the ED thing happened. I don't want to get into that.
And it's not, and then I realized counterfeiting was a crime.
Yeah. And then,
They took all your money away.
yeah, and the national award. Yeah, so unnecessary. Yeah. But again, there's no 3 rupee note. I wanted to tell you. Yeah.
You should have told me that.
I
Cyrus.
don't know, yeah. I was so
we
drunk.
were friends. Yeah.
I used to be Bugs used to drop me, what is that, the red Maruti van?
Yes.
Yeah,
you shared a name.
4812?
Sybil.
Sybil.
You remember the number?
4812.
You're better than Kunal.
No, I'll tell you why.
Numerology.
I'll tell you why. Let me explain. We used to do a lot of rehearsals at a place called JB Pettit. It was a school for girls. I shouldn't say that. Anyway, so you would park the car somewhere and he'd say, I'll drop you and all that. Wait here. So then you have to wait. Bugs is not Usain Bolt. So minutes later, one red van would pass, another red van would pass. So I had to read the number. I don't know when the fuck is coming. Finally, 4812 would come on an empty road, literally like if there's a disabled car, it would be that car. Like, one leg is not working or something. It was so slow. Bugs, you killed me, and I'm a very hyper guy.
And the car didn't have wheels. It was Bugs.
No, it had 2 wheels and his leg was out, doing his
Those
thing.
are Bugs' feet. Where are the wheels?
Traumatized me. I'm not lying. I might as well just come clean. It's like therapy now.
Yeah, but road safety, all those lessons you learned.
There's no road safety. People commit suicide because of slow driving. Your whole life passes you by. You see
But you
joggers,
remember the
cats, everything going
number.
ahead.
I'm impressed.
I've not lied.
Impressed.
But now I just want to say Bugs goes for
I know because I don't remember the number. I know it's
But
right
Bugs
or
goes
wrong.
for a walk on Carter Road, the same thing happens.
Yeah.
There are
Everybody
old
passes him
people-
by.
old people walking.
Life is passing Bugs. Bugs, green light. Yes, I've heard of this concept. Yes. One day. I think your PR person from Pune Highway is getting very upset.
Very upset.
We're
Yeah.
discussing
Very,
theatre and
very
driving.
upset. When are they gonna-
Pune Highway has been mentioned once.
No.
And as a highway.
As a
No
highway.
one's even talking. We're talking about Bugs.
We need the publicity.
Yeah, I
Cyrus.
know. The highway is doing really well. So, no, but you did, what was it? I think Santro.
No, it
The
was
Shah Rukh Khan commercials and all.
those, yeah.
Yeah.
It launched Santro.
I'm just saying it's 12 minutes. Huh?
Rahul, he made about 100 crores on the Santro commercials. I'm not kidding.
Where's that money?
I know.
Why is nobody paying for my film?
Brother, but I remember that was a very big thing for
Yeah,
a
we
long
made quite a
while.
few commercials.
He launched Shah Rukh.
He launched Shah Rukh.
No. I
He
launched
also-
Santro.
He also, Shah Rukh mentions you
thing.
everywhere.
As what?
not
As
by
a guy.
name.
What's his name? The guy.
That guy.
I remember that guy.
The guy who drives really slowly. Yeah. No, what an irony that is. Santro and then you. Yeah. Okay, so very quickly, let's talk about the other factors in the career before we get into Pune Highway. What's going on outside the release of the film? There's a play?
So this was a play, but that's another.
We'll come to
issue.
that. We'll come to that in a minute.
Yeah, we don't want to come.
I'm not that
You said,
stupid.
is there
I
any
know that we've
other
talked
play?
about it.
Any
yeah.
other play?
Like Mumbai Highway or Thane Highway or, whatever.
Are we doing any other theatre?
Doing highways.
This has taken us 4 years. I'm so sorry. So
This thing is taking us 15 minutes.
I'm writing.
You did that musical together, right?
Yes.
Sing it.
Sing
And
India.
then I think in the pandemic or whatever, so then
Yeah,
you had to stop it. And
No, I ran out of money again. There was no. What can I do?
There was no gym
But we
sir.
wrote.
Huh.
We wrote, we wrote an Indian musical.
Musical. It's still
An
ready
Indian?
to go.
Musical.
Musical.
Huh? That's the one, no?
That's the one.
So
Sing India
what is
Sing.
it called?
Sing India
Sing
Sing.
India Sing.
Sing India Sing.
India
And it's
Sing.
based on the reality show.
Yes,
thingy.
yes.
Yeah.
Siddharth
And we're hoping to
Basru
bring it
and,
back
yeah.
again sometime.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you looking for cast and all that? Because we've got
You have singers
millions,
here?
millions watching with very lot of talent.
Yes.
Only talented people watch the show. There's
I
no
can imagine.
untalented people at all.
And the
We'll have to-
untalented people are on the
Yeah,
show.
that's us.
We'll have to recast it then. We'll do-
Yeah. Also, people age. You got to think about that. Yeah. So what do you have right now? Is there anything on?
So I have a play, Cyrus, called The Siddhus of Apajuhu.
But that's an old one. I
But
remember that.
10
With
years later.
Rajit.
With Rajat Chanaz, yeah. So that's running. But no, I mean,
So no new play at the moment?
no new play.
Okay. Mr. Bhargava Krishna?
No play. There's a film I've got to do the post for, which has been shot. So we're working on the post, Rahul and
Both
I.
of y'all? You've done two
We
films.
do everything together.
Yeah, parallel.
So,
But you can't talk about the second film.
Yes, we can.
Different PR team. Ma'am, beat it. Forget Pune Highway. This sounds more interesting. Okay, it begins with an 18-year-old girl. Okay, go on.
We now at least
Who wants to be a man, guys? Come on.
we have the premise.
Yeah. You can't talk about it, honestly.
No, it's
No, I mean, so Borrowed House was one, Nail Polished was the other.
Right.
The third one's called Pigeon, which is a very, very weird
Look at the room.
film. Yeah.
You can't just throw us with pigeon.
It's called Pigeon, what can I say?
Okay, go
And
on.
now we got to finish the post. You know, all our friends are in it. Asif is in it.
But I'm not in it, so all our friends are in it.
No, listen, Cyrus, I couldn't find you.
You couldn't find me.
Yeah, I
We should
wanted
have
to.
I live with my mother.
I-
Prince Charles and me, same habits. We live with our mothers till the end.
Yeah.
You live in Bandra alone, right?
Alone.
But coming to this, you're ready
some
to
pigeons.
act.
Looks like it.
You're ready to act.
Well, ready is not the right word.
But willing to act.
Willing is also not the right word. The word is...
Even act is not the right.
Wow, we're laughing too much. This sounds like a real college show, man.
Yeah,
know,
so if
man.
you edited the show, there'd be nothing
There's
left.
only
No, just
laughter.
keep the laughter.
And
Only
Cyrus
laughter.
talking. You and I are out.
And full male nudes
Yeah.
in the background. I'll organize everything. So this will work. So, Pigeon, sorry, Kabutar. What can you tell us what it's about a little bit?
It's actually, even I don't know what it's about. It's a very personal film about
It's a
being
metaphor, I guess.
About being ordinary. Yeah.
Because if it's just a pigeon, I mean,
Yeah.
2 hours.
So Rajit Kapoor.
He's the
plays-
pigeon.
No, he plays the.
He could be.
Picture of Rajat.
He
please.
plays the
Animation.
metaphor.
It's an animation.
Yeah, wow.
He's very good at
I mean,
it.
you'd think Soaring Eagle.
And
you know.
Shanaz Patel.
Yeah.
And all of Sora Adeshas in it.
I thought he moved to America or something.
No, he's in it. He's playing
He came back.
Came back?
Yeah, actually, he's playing Vasco da Gama.
When?
Why did he come back, bud?
I know.
Oh, when he came back years ago, didn't he?
Yes.
I thought he sold the bungalow, so again, local conversation, and then moved on to America. forever.
No. He lives on Mayo
And
Road.
now he will sell the bungalow. All the
Looks
number
like it.
things
Looks
comes
like
up
it.
in Bandra.
You got Jim. Jim will take care of everything. Vasco da Gama. What did he say?
He plays Vasco.
It's set in 300 years ago.
It's set in Bandra. In
There's,
today.
there's a guy called Vasco da
Then it
Gama.
goes all over the place.
The guy called Vasco.
Yeah, okay. There's a school called Don Vasco. Yeah.
And he plays Vasco da Gama or somebody else, but he plays somebody.
Somebody's listening to you, Bob.
Yeah.
You carry on. He and I were deciding the
This is
quality
a
of
live
the
show.
Yeah.
The quality of the
It's a live show?
The quality of the puns.
It used to be a live show.
Ah.
But then what happens is every time we do something wrong, for the BMC or the police to come, it takes about 45 minutes because of that.
And you
Dug
don't
up
look
road
good in
and all.
stripes.
The Lucky's restaurant area, that signal is very bad.
Very bad.
So if you want to teach the comedian a lesson, you gotta be. I mean, the guys are going to stay there for you. You know, like, "Kahan hai? Police kahan hai? Abhi atak gaya, aayega. You know, this shit goes on. Yeah, comedians waiting. They're saying, "Come on, boys."
But we can fix it. We've
How?
got Akash is
Pigeon.
out there. No, yeah, we got people we've got police
Who's
uniform.
Akash? The boy
guy
came
who
in.
EP.
So what's happening? Who are these people?
We're organized. It's a,
They are
it's
the
a
guys
whole,
who
You
actually
guys are
make it
mafia.
happen.
where
Big
we
guys,
are.
man.
We don't need Jim.
So
We know
theatre
it's a-
shit. Yeah, you don't need Jim.
Yeah.
You spell it GYM from now on. Buzz off, man.
That's for you.
Yeah. Jim and Jim. We say Jim.
Jim.
Yeah. So that will be releasing a little later, is it?
Now that actually it's got a long way to finish it because a lot of VFX and
Okay.
and it's
So not even 25. Possibly.
Maybe, no, 26, I think.
26. So F it, you come back for that and we'll discuss it.
Your show will be
When
on
did this
now.
partnership start? When I was a young boy in theatre, I don't even know you guys knowing each other. How did that happen?
We've known each other for 40
You went to
years.
Thailand
he was-
together?
no, so listen.
One lady boy later?
No.
What? Tell me everything.
So I cast him in Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
With Karthik Chintamani.
Kitak
Yes.
Chintamani, Vishal
Who was head of
Dadlani's-
MTV. How could you take a corporate head like that?
Vishal Dadlani's
A couple of notes he didn't
earliest-
take though.
No,
Sorry,
he
Karthik.
took them with him to Malaysia.
If you are the Christ, you're the great Jesus Christ.
Yeah. We cast Baman as head.
Ah,
Baman
yes,
was
yes.
here,
Baman kept the clothes though.
Yeah.
And he uses it.
He still wears them.
He does it for his Shamak Davar classes. He's still learning
So
dancing.
Superstar in 2000, that was
Yeah.
the UDJCS.
So that
Rumors,
I saw it.
We go
He was
way
in
I
back.
pilot.
came.
He
I saw
came.
it twice.
He was in pilot.
You,
He was
because
pilot.
I invited
Yeah.
you.
Well, it had to be a free ticket.
It was a
You know,
free
I like my Christianity and all that, but bro, you know, I'm
I can't
pay.
afford it.
Yeah, I know.
But
It is
Rahul, we
cost.
go rumors.
You guys go back to
We were in
Rumors.
No,
rumors.
we have done 5 plays
No,
together.
Radhika was in rumors.
Ah, right.
And
right,
I
right,
predicted
right, right.
that Radhika and he would be.
Oh, they weren't married then?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, now this conversation obviously you're not just go away. I mean, I don't know how to use where to fill you in.
It's becoming
They're
a
discussing
personal show.
girlfriends and yeah, I know. This is ridiculous. So who are you saying? But what the fuck is going on?
So
here?
we did Superstar together, and
Yeah.
then we worked. Then we
One
started.
second, Jesus Christ Superstar, because there's a Hindi film called
Yes,
Superstar.
yes,
It's
yes.
different. Huh? Go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
have to
we gotta be
understand,
clear,
we
gotta
have
be
40
clear,
million well, subscribers are mostly in China, but other than that, yeah, go on. Jesus Christ Superstar, where he was performing and
He was
the
pilot,
director.
yeah.
So there was a
So we
little
got
bond.
The bond there.
Okay.
And
Then,
There
then-
always was a bond, even before that.
but you were
long
working with
before
us
that.
all the time.
Yes,
yeah?
but I was
Other
friends with
Palamsis
him.
loved you.
I was the side. I was the
Listen,
sideshow.
No, forget you. You don't understand how they loved him so much that they took a play like Godspell, which has Jesus, who was known to be a lean man, with due respect, please don't get offended. And they said, we'll cast Bugs, because they loved him.
But he was a lean man.
Well,
No, I was a kind of leaning towards being.
Rahul daCunha. There were 5 disciples who had to lift him up. The song says so.
Yeah.
I was one of the 5. I was 17 years old. I was at my sexual peak. By the second show, I could not perform. Because picking this man up, I mean,
Onto
no
the
son of
cross.
God, yeah, I
But
can tell
you
you
know
that.
what Pearl told me? She said, I'm casting the inside man.
Yeah. There were a lot of guts.
That's what she said.
She took a lot.
Who's inside you, man?
Me,
Oh, okay.
whatever was inside
Yeah,
of me,
yeah.
she thought it suited the part.
It was fair. Her
So,
point.
yeah.
Of course, the West was doing it already. We had Black Jesus and
Yeah.
Jewish this and that. All that was
But it was a
happening.
damn good show, Raz.
Well, I thought it was great. I think you were fantastic.
show.
Which
really
show?
enjoyed.
Godspell.
Godspell.
Why are you talking about a show that I didn't direct?
Rahul, come back in 5 minutes. Godspell 1 and Godspell 2.
It should have been only him alone. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is not.
No, but that's
producer.
because we did a play. We've never done a play together, no? Did we?
I gave you a
That's
first job, Cyrus.
give
You
me
don't
it.
cast for anything. Yeah.
But he never saw you at work. I mean, you go he'd go
Nothing's changed.
Bugs,
Because we work together now.
Bugs, he'd come.
Kaisa show hai? Listen, I want.
He'd come. First, his dad would come. God bless his soul, lovely man. And he would stare at me and Kunal, and he would do this. Abba, yeah. And he'd go.
That's it.
That's it. Okay, that's the boss. Okay, now you clear that hurdle.
Yeah.
Then the son would come, who's a lot younger, and so you're not that scary and all that. So you know the corporate thing was not so much there. He'd come and he'd tap on the top of that board thing where the cubicle was, a little board. He'd do this. He'd go, Bahu, yeah. And I looked at Kunal. Kunal looked at me. And I said, bro, what do I do here? So he said, there's Henry Todd, who wrote on the Rajputs, and there's the One Show. There are 2 books available. You read those books. So I know everything about Rajputs.
Oh, boy.
You asked me. I'm king of
Too
Rajputs.
funny.
No pun intended. But it was fun. But we never saw him.
Yeah.
He left me with a guy called Deepak Shah, who used to lecture me about
Oh,
life.
tell me. What is
Why are we having this discussion? We're talking. This lady's gone to sleep. We're talking about Pune Highway.
But we offered him a job at Delhi Darbar. You remember?
But it's
Over
become-
butter chicken.
This is too local. Let's get back. So one movie's in the pipeline. It'll come back in 26. Before we go into break,
And
let's.
one more in September, which we're shooting.
What's going on?
Yeah. Where what's it called? Where a
Factory?
studio? Where a, yeah.
No,
where a
You know
studio.
what? You know what? Ram Gopal Varma took off, and you guys have. It's the rebirth in a sense.
It's yeah.
Yeah, where he.
Call me Ram.
Okay, then you always take the big one, no? You play Jesus or you're Ram. You're giving him, what are you giving Varma? You're giving him Varma. What's
That's my
Varma?
partner, Vijay.
Gopal at least is also God, but Varma is nothing. Bro, fight this guy.
got
Is
that,
there a
yeah.
third guy? Is there a third partner?
No, it's just us.
Just 2 of you. So it's Amar Akbar and then we can't find the other. Yeah. What's the third movie? I want to start Pune. We have to talk about Pune Highway.
Yeah. So third movie is a fabulous story written by Rahul's mum.
Really?
It's called
Yeah.
Old Cyprus.
Oh, that famous book
Yes.
was in Xavier's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
His mom was the head of literature, no?
English.
English, head of English literature for the Xavierites amongst us, legend in Xavier's, but never taught me. Hence,
Well,
my English is not good. Yeah,
that explains
That's
everything.
it, sir. Also, I spent 2 years in the colony of Kandivali West, where it's different. So that movie is still to happen.
We've written it. It's ready to go. We start in September, October, perhaps.
Do you need anybody, any male between the ages of 39 and 49-ish?
We need a woman.
Okay, I'll pay the woman.
All
Damn you, I'll
right,
pay the
come on,
woman.
Yeah. It's just a question of.
It's a small shift.
Yeah.
And anyway, you got bro.
Ooh,
Cyrus
bro. But the other day we went to Starbucks, and nobody knows who you are. It's so beautiful. You go there and then they put the name and they Broacha.
Bro.
And they're so sweet because they don't mean to be malicious or anything.
No.
But they screw you.
Yeah.
You're finished. Because that's who you are. Deep down, without any malice, someone has called you by the wrong name. For me, that's beautiful.
It's
That's
fine,
just
it's
poetic.
fine, it's
You
lovely.
just take it in the. What is Bugs' real name is what?
Bhargava.
I don't remember.
My daughter, now this they'll understand, when she was very young, we had gone for a rehearsal to Kulsum Terrace and Aisha came to fetch us and she was about 2 or 3. I said, say hello to my friend Bugs. We were walking out together. She looked at him like that. Bug. It's actually a stupid name for an adult, Because, I mean, it's not a stupid name.
Especially for
Mr.
one who
Mrs.
looks
Krishna
like
is
a
a
bug.
lovely name. It's a lovely
Yeah,
name.
be careful what you.
Oh my God. Yeah. Viewership is huge.
Yeah, 60 million.
Yes,
even though it's in
And all
China.
of them in China.
And a few in Bangalore from China. Software engineers, guys. Pune Highway.
Yeah, thank you, Cyrus.
Oh,
I was going to cue you.
Okay, first the play. Let's
Yeah.
go back. So you guys had this association, and then you started thinking about let's work together. And the first project is Pune Highway. Or is that
So 1 sec. So so Superstar. Then we started doing advertising together. So he works on Amul with me.
Oh, you do the Amul hoardings now.
No. He does the Amul hoardings.
But
I do
we
all the
work-
other stuff with him.
But
Oh, the actual Amul, which brings in the
the
money.
real work.
Okay. All right.
So we do advertising together. And then I wrote Pune Highway as a play, Cyrus, in 2004. He was in it.
This is the theatre only at the moment.
Theatre
Yeah.
at the moment. Yeah. So 2004, we traveled to Bonn, we traveled to Seoul, we traveled all over the world.
Nine countries.
For gospel, we traveled to Bhaidas.
Yes.
And that was rough enough.
Yes.
How do you get to go to Seoul and all this?
Bro, we went to Vienna, we went to Seoul, we went to Amsterdam, we went to Brussels, we went all over the world.
We went to Washington. We went, God knows, everywhere.
If you come from there, do you say it's our soul? What?
Listen,
What, man?
this show is not happening for me.
I didn't do English properly in
I know, because his mom
literature.
never
Mom
taught
didn't.
you.
There's a moment when you say,
I think Mrs. Sadhir
Is
Sai
it
taught
the
me.
AC or the
This is
T?
very different.
Oh, this is Rajit's
Yeah,
mom.
I came out as a feminist. I started beating men for no reason. Don't look at me like that. Punch. I'm so screwed up here, man. Sorry. But how do you get to go to all these places? Our place went nowhere.
because
Rajit Kapoor, the great
it?
tour operator.
Is
He's
it?
fantastic.
That's not right.
I'm going to lose friends at the end of this.
But he's brilliant. Rajit was a great producer.
Oh, God, that's hilarious.
And we had full houses in every
What are you
country,
saying?
Cyrus, and
Wow.
people were sitting on the edge
I
of
didn't
their
know this.
seats.
But Sai, the greatest thing was we went to Germany where they don't know English, right? And this plays in English. So they had headphones with the
it's translated?
instant
Yeah,
translation.
instant translation.
But midway through, they took off the headphones. They said, we're understanding what's happening on
They all
stage.
speak English, no, in Germany, actually.
in
now they-
Belgium, this is Belgium.
Oh, Belgium. Belgium is not Germany. If you go back to 45, for some time, Germany
There was
had
a
taken
moment
over,
there, so-
Germany. So I understand where you're coming from, but it's got its own problems. There's Flemish, there's French, there's all kinds of crap happening
But
there.
he's
It's like a
making
mini
a
India.
he's making a political statement.
Yeah, he's making a point here.
Yeah.
Center to be warned, these are leftists, not like me. I'm Jai, whoever's in charge.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
World domination is his
So
thing.
there we are. So 20 years later, bro, 20 years later, he said, isn't it time we made this into a film?
Though from the beginning, none of us, we were making ads, we knew nothing about film. We kept saying, hey man, could be a film. Anurag Kashyap came to the first show.
Oh, God.
He told Rahul, make it into a movie.
Really?
Yeah.
The same Anurag who
He
left
may
Bombay.
deny it now.
Yeah, he's gone.
He saw Pune Highway, I'm going to Pune.
I go to the south.
guy.
Yeah. He told me a very funny story. He came on the podcast
He's
and
very
said,
good.
you know what he told me?
Yeah.
I came to your house for drinks.
Oh,
I felt like I was, like a prostitute.
But he
in
had
some
to, he had
brothel.
to, he had.
He described it all correctly, the lane and everything, and he may have come. But those days I drank a lot and the door was open. And if you want female, I wasn't really paying attention. I mean, Fair, no?
It's fair. It's fair. It's fair.
But he's a lovely guy.
Lovely guy.
Lovely
I don't know. I
What
hope
a
it
performance
wasn't
in
mean to
that
him.
Tamil film, man. The guy is so good.
Yeah, he's now even better actor.
So
No? He's doing a lot of these acting roles. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Has he?
He's been getting parts.
Has he been getting parts?
Yes.
Yeah. I get offered South movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you doing anything?
They're trying to save on the lighting.
I'm working on my time.
Easy, boys. You're on that line. It's one thing to make fun of the
I'm
center.
South Indian.
No, I don't. You can't do the N thing. You know. I can say the N word. No, it doesn't work in India. Nobody can say anything in India. Okay. There's a man called Ranveer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You've not heard of him, but he's a very famous podcaster.
Is he a friend of yours?
We're very close. Like he
You're friends of
he
yours?
sits on my lap and I cuddle. Yeah, whenever we can. But now we don't because of
See, but think about
family history is
See,
different.
humor is it's like a banana peel.
Wow.
Peel humor, and then you slip on it and you go to the
Yeah.
other side. You don't know.
I personally don't like
so people
bananas,
must
so-
cut us a little slack. Cut you a little slack. You're the humorist. We're not.
I'm a truth. Nothing has changed. Come
What
on.
kaisa show hai yaar? I can't. I'm a.
We have not come to
self-respecting-
Pune Highway even once.
Uncle, don't be so sophisticated. Come,
Don't
come.
be so self-righteous.
I told you, if you don't speak Mandarin, this whole thing is a waste of time. Where the hell were we? Structure, guys.
You didn't see
structure.
Pune Highway?
Come
on,
I've
Cyrus.
driven on it. Does that count?
You didn't see the play?
No, I haven't. Now I don't. I can't stay up in the night, no, Baba.
2004.
Those were my last 2 years. I wouldn't waste. I mean, not waste, but I used to drink and all that, bro. The plays timing would clash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
But I don't think I'm going to be able to sit through the theatre or opera or anything
But will
anymore.
you see the film?
Film you'll see.
I'll see the film because I can see it on my own time, no? Unless you bring it Pune Highway and perform in Little Gibbs
In
Road.
your house?
No, Chief Minister's house, Varsha, is there's always vacant because they keep changing. So in one of those changes, you can.
Listen, that's a political.
But we got to call him to the premiere, no?
Of course.
Red carpet,
You got to
Cyrus.
come, Cyrus.
I will.
Bring your own carpet.
I'll bring my own pants.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
you can
enough.
come short.
I will for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
The boss they throw me out. Win-win.
But just put on a better tie.
Okay,
that's
listen.
all.
No, we're
Don't
joking too
form-
much. We have to promote this a little bit. At
Yeah,
least.
we have
Will,
to.
come
So
on.
stop behaving like amateurs. What is this?
Rahul, it's all your fault.
Amit Saad and Jim Sarb can't be trusted because they're paid to do things.
Yeah.
All right? At the end of the day, this is your blood.
And he's paid to make it.
Yeah, exactly. Jim will be like, let's talk about my life. And that's it.
Yeah, and that's the end of that.
Rahul, you know.
Go ahead. Give us a little bit about. So
Rahul,
first,
you
the
go.
play. The play did very well.
yeah.
So you had this conversation. Let's make it a movie. But you had that conversation 20 times. When you have
Many times.
successful
Many
plays, you think, blah,
many
blah, it'll work.
But this one.
So what, yeah.
This is the one. So this is the one I kept asking him, what do you think? Why not Class of 84? Why not Bajirao? He said, this is cinematic. And when Anurag came to that opening night, Cyrus, he said, ye film banna chahiye. And so I think even then one wasn't ready, one didn't feel. And there's no question that at the end of the day, OTT and streaming helped tremendously for content, you know, in terms of
I don't like the gesture.
content.
I feel uncomfortable.
Is it OTT or content?
I don't know. Also, he's using his right hand. sorry. Go.
Okay. Content.
Don't break. Keep going. Yeah.
So yeah, so that was
So
it.
you're saying Anurag was a catalyst, but all said and done, you finally
Bugs was the real catalyst.
took
He
the
said, "Let's do
plunge.
it."
Yeah, I think he's always had his eye on making films, right? You've been talking about
He
it.
made
when
two
you-
films before this. He's
Yeah.
not talked about that. He's
Yeah.
made,
I mean, dabbling in it from the 90s almost.
Yeah. And as you know, nobody trusts.
No, also,
trusted me
see,
to-
the first two films were pure porn. And, we couldn't really sell it.
And they asked me, why don't you act in your own films? They
Yeah.
haven't seen those.
But you cast Kunal and me.
Yeah, that's so-
and he's dressed as
What
a woman.
film was that?
Can't
Which
say.
one? The
It's
porn
called
movie.
Oh, the porn
Pune My Way.
Yeah.
Your PR is looking, she's very worried.
But nobody
She's not
wants
saying-
smiled
she's
once.
Yeah,
It's like a girl on a date.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
these
She's
two
saying,
performers.
she's saying, let's leave and go to the next
She's thinking,
podcast.
maybe she can say Jim has piles, so tomorrow's cancelled.
Cancel.
Something like that. Yeah.
No, with these two performers, Kunal and Cyrus, nobody wants to watch a 15-second film.
Yeah.
It's a
It's all
commercial.
with credits. 15 with credits. Bro, can we talk about Pune? See, I got caught up in the middle and he was about to give us a little more emotional thing to the whole thing. So you pushed it.
Yeah. So in
But you rewrite the whole thing, right, for screen?
we did.
Which is
so
not as
when
easy
we were
as
making
people think.
Pigeon, Rahul would come on the shoot.
Huh.
And he was getting used to the idea because otherwise he was resisting making a film. I tell you, what the hell, you got to make a film. He came and he started to see. Then one day he called me and said, listen, do you think it's now time for Pune Highway? And the pandemic was on. We said, yeah, let's go for it. And we started writing it over FaceTime. So every morning we'd get together and write it, and the thing wrote itself, frankly. I think written by Bugs, Bhargava and Rahul daCunha should be taken out. It wrote itself.
So
It was
ChatGPT
miraculous.
before ChatGPT.
There was ChatGPT in that FaceTime, and it wrote itself. In 2 months it was done. And we were ready to go. So I said, Rahul, let's go and pitch it. And Mr. daCunha showed me his character and saying, I don't want anyone telling me what to do with my film.
That's what I did with my marriage.
Yeah. So
Didn't work out.
but,
Bro. But you got to be careful.
Yeah.
So he said no to a financier.
he
producer,
became
whatever.
the financier. So he said, I'm going to...
किसी के पास पैसा है
but I can't do
सबके पास नहीं है
I can't do
मेरा बाप के पास नहीं है इसका बाप के पास नहीं है किसी के
But I'm going to ask for naming rights. Huh?
Yeah.
Rahul, नाम सुना ही होगा.
Okay, let's take a break. You've gone way over time. Yeah, just a few seconds.
This is an economical show. Break.
In case we get a
2
sponsor,
seconds.
we keep a break.
Okay.
This has been now
Well, what happens during
10
the
years
break?
have passed and we're,
Has it broken? Yeah.
no, the break starts now. Yeah.
It's time. Create the life you've always dreamed of. Join me, Ashton Doctor, on a journey of self-discovery, productivity, and wellness. In just a few minutes, we'll bring you practical insights and actionable tips to help you build positive habits that stick. Tune in to The Compounding Mindset, brought to you by Access Mutual Funds. Subscribe to the podcast now and start your transformation today. Don't wait, do it now. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
Sorry, we want to take a longer break because the guys are really busy. But no, we'll just get on with it. Rahul has moved to water for some reason. Bugs? Pani?
No, I think the black coffee or something was supposed to come.
Be very careful what you say.
Okay.
Yeah. Just call it coffee. Won't offend anyone.
There's a book there, Cyrus,
what's
that
the book?
says make epic money.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're a lot of fiction.
Okay.
That's IBM shows.
That's very good.
We don't have anything straight here anymore. Pune Highway for the next 10 minutes. At least let's talk
Yes,
nicely about
please,
it now.
please,
So we got the nice thing where you decided finally, and we're joking about this, but this is really funny because these guys have been around this a lot. Many plays, very successful, lots of shows, good feedback. People like Anurag, Kashyap telling you in your year you should do this, but it never happened. Somehow or the other, this finally happened years and years later
So
with Pune Highway.
2021 we started writing.
Yeah,
And then we were ready to start producing in 2022. Takes time to put it together.
right.
And then casting. So, buddy.
You were not available, sir.
The fucking pandemic. Who was not available?
I tried to
What the
call-
hell was I doing?
I tried
Doctor?
to- I tried
Doctor
to-
Cyrus Broacha going door to door. Oh, open your bowels. Let me check. What the hell are you talking
I
about?
tried to
Working with
call,
medical sounds
Pravat
fancy.
Studios. No one picked up the phone.
What about my friend Vijay?
Kaun?
Vijay ko kaan dena. And Vijay's got a face where you can put him anywhere, right? Because he looks like that Indian guy who's never suffered. That that Indian who always suffers,
Yeah.
and he never suffers. He's the never suffers guy.
Yeah.
You got to put him somewhere.
We will. We will.
You will cast both of you in
Quick
something.
Kunal Segway.
Yes, quick.
Car and this happened with Bugs also, Bugs and me once. The car runs out of petrol, and so the car stalls. We were somewhere in the Tulsi Pipe Road. It was a hot maize day, and he tells me to push because so I start pushing. There are 3-4 kids there. Cyrus, call these urchin types, not very well off. 3-4 kids with half clothes, and he calls them and tells them, "Beta, push kar, dabao." So they start pushing. Then he stops in the middle and says, one second. Let me get a Limca. So I thought he's giving a Limca to them. He got the Limca, got back in the car, push, dabao, bar. He's doing all this and he's drinking. It's a picture for your movie, guys.
Yeah.
Of the vulgarity of the Indian disparity situation. My God, what a horrible man. Sorry, let's get back to our story.
That's an interesting break. Is Limca sponsor?
Limca can come back. I think Limca did stuff with you also, no?
With my aunt.
With your aunt. Okay.
Which is this?
We had
Let's
a
not go. That's a dangerous. Let's leave it there.
The Limca was?
Yeah,
Oh.
Usha, my aunt Usha.
How nice.
She was the model.
She was the agency.
Right.
It's the model. It's
Long
not that
story.
far.
I don't know, man. We go back a long way. You could have been. You never know.
Yeah.
Bugs, tell us the whole kick now. So you finished the screenplay.
Yeah.
You're looking for production. Looking for actors. We were there.
So Amit Sar and
Were
we'd
they
worked
famous
together
by
in
then?
Bharat-
I know
Ba-
Jim had done a lot of work. I
But
think.
Amit was famous, Kaipoche,
Yeah.
Breathe and everything.
Yeah.
And he'd done Barot House with me, with Manjari. So Rahul felt that, he'd be correct for the part. So we got him, he was on.
Two protagonists.
Yeah. Then Jim from the, Rahul suggested Jim. Jim's from the theatre and everything. And spectacular actor. So again, all these pictures were done on Zoom because, we couldn't meet
So you don't know
anyone.
how they're really short, for example. When you actually meet them. Jim! Yeah.
So they all said yes, and then we had our cast. And
So you read them?
There were
No,
three
no.
protagonists, huh, Sai? We'll
Who's the
talk
third?
about
there's Anubhav.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Anubhav is
Right.
also.
And he was also in the play.
He was in the play.
So Anu was playing my part.
So why did you not cast him in the main thing as well? But so you went younger with everyone.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they were younger in the play, no? They were all in their
Because
late
we wanted
30s.
to keep it within 2 hours.
Bugs, when I look at you, I'm thinking 30, 35.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know.
But
he
that's only
couldn't-
number you know.
Yeah. and
I don't know after. Yeah, 35 is my limit.
and he can't write, direct and act. That only Clint Eastwood can do, right?
Charlie.
Was Charlie?
Charlie.
Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, Chaplin. I thought
No, not
Charlie.
Charlotte. Not Charlotte. Not Charlotte.
Yeah.
And John Holmes, the legendary porn star.
Yeah.
He directed
You
himself.
directed also?
And acted.
Oh.
And motivated people also. You know what I mean? Let's get the lighting right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He comes from the school. Okay, get back to it. So, what is the difference between the play and the film? But you've changed things?
Yeah.
Opened out tremendous. So basically, in all cases, when you think about it, it's like even Brighton Beach, which you were fabulous in years ago, we're looking at a situation which it's one home. So I felt that when it moved to a film,
Yeah, you got to make it more visual. Yeah.
and Brighton Beach Memoirs, the film stayed in the house.
In the house.
You know, here we've opened it up. The play was only in one motel room. This has now gone to the highway. It's gone to Pune. It's gone to Bombay.
Many big
Many
locations.
places.
So, if you've seen the play, the movie is like a bit of a new thing for you.
There's
It's new.
there's no link
It's
at
new.
all. There's no link except for the characters. So I think we were successful there. That it was opened
It's
out
visually
and it's-
nice. Visually very interesting.
Any female protagonist, I feel, is very male
Yes.
dominated.
Yeah.
Okay, tell them about Sylvie.
So can I tell you something? So can I tell you something? You have to listen. So when I told my dad, I was, and you know my dad. So when I told him I'm writing a play, it's about 3 friends. He said, "Oh, there are no dames or what?"
Classic response. A lot of love and respect for
That
Sylvie.
day the dames
Last of the
came.
Mohicans.
So it's got dames, yeah. It's got.
But we've not mentioned them. We
So
mentioned these
Manjari
three.
Fadnis and Ketaki
Manjari.
Narayan.
Oh, nice.
Can we have a third podcast with all the girls?
I would like to know what their characters are for those watching.
So,
we get a lot of feedback saying we have only males on the show.
Yeah.
and
So
all that.
basically, let me tell you, there are friends who grow up in a building like you know this. The friends you make in a building.
No,
in
I
Bombay.
avoid everyone in the lift.
That's true.
I'm the guy who, when they're coming close, you either get into the lift and rush up, or you go somewhere until they go.
Yeah,
I always avoid the
Rahul is
social-
very different. He's made a lot of
He's
friends in
social.
the building. He's a
He's very
social guy.
social.
So it's about friends who grow
You're
up
more
in
like
a
a Pomeranian.
Yes, he's a Pomeranian.
I'm more
like a dachshund. What?
You're a Rottweiler.
No, Rottweiler's an attack. I just want to run.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
We don't. We mustn't, defame dogs.
Yeah. Coming from a bug,
Yeah.
that's a fair fucking point, man.
So it's 4 friends who grow up in a building.
Yeah.
And and a dead body is found 140 kilometers away, and how it tears their life apart. So that's the mystery.
But the play is the same premise, right?
No.
No.
It's in the room. It's in the house.
Yeah.
It's in the one motel.
Yeah.
In one motel.
So this is different.
So you allowed for the
Allowed
visual,
it,
so you had to give a little bit of this thing.
So the whole mystery is how can an unknown dead body from somewhere, and even the cops are trying to figure out who the dead body is, affect our friendship. So that's the mystery.
Sorry, I just had a thought.
Yeah.
I mean, you had so many actors to choose from for the dead body. I mean, looking back at the plays we've done, it would have been driven you mad.
I think Cyrus would have been good.
Me, no, I can't sit still.
No, sorry, Kunal would have been good. No, Vijay.
But that's why we had to
Kunal
kill the
told,
person.
Kunal
You
actually-
would have been fine because we kind of knocked them off and put them
Yeah,
put
then
in the
just
lake.
show a long shot. No, but Kunal is actually incorporated in a film,
He
a
is a dead
wheelchair
body?
for himself. Say, because there's no thing whether the person is fit or not, and food in his hand. So he doesn't have anything to do except eat and sit on the chair.
With
Everyone,
the
everyone
Limca.
take 2, take 3. Everyone's tired. They're walking here and there. And all
But
that.
he's there.
Yeah, we'll do another one. Simple. So some actors are so gifted. Yeah.
Very
Bugs,
good.
really.
Very gifted. Especially the supporting actors' food.
But I remember one more segue. Rumors. You mentioned Rumors. Rumors is a show where we all play. They're couples, 4 couples, if I remember correctly, and they meet at a party and all the stuff that happens. There's a dead body in that as well. I mean, to cut a long story short, Neville was playing Shweta's husband.
Yes.
One actor called Neville, who was a famous Parsi caterer, and in the middle of the Tata, the people are sitting right in front of you at the front of the stage. You're literally 1 foot away,
Yeah.
and he's doing his whatever dialogue, and then he steps on a foot and says, "Oh, sorry, Shweta." That's your reaction. And you were raging. You were about to go into a raging monologue.
Really?
Yeah. And I had to use the quote. One of those.
Oh,
So Shweta name went back into character. It's amazing, man. Oh,
And did she break into song?
she didn't even listen to him. Shweta wasn't paying attention. It was all good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times. Yeah. Good times. Yeah.
So it's quite a. I mean, we went to we premiered at the film festival in Goa.
You already premiered?
Iffy.
IFFI, Goa.
Film Festival.
Film
Oh.
Festival.
But it's not, you're not launched yet.
No.
Not yet, not.
This
16,
is just a soft
16,
premiere
16,
in a
yeah.
festival.
In a festival.
What is
16th of
sorry,
May.
what was the response?
It's a bit of a
It's a
story.
fair question.
Yeah, it's a bit of a story. Are you?
Please,
open for
yeah.
stories,
We want stories. You talk rubbish.
So we.
It's
I
the worst
know,
podcast
I know.
ever.
So sorry. So
Please save
sorry,
us.
yeah. So we went there not knowing what to expect. And we thought, will people even come? We were worried about filling that 250-seater, whatever, in Inox. And we sent a poster and sent a trailer and this and that and the other. And when we went there were people. We were delightful. We were very surprised. So all of us sat in the first row hoping the film would start. Then the house lights go down to half and stop. And wondering what's happened, is something wrong with the print, blah, blah, blah. Then one gentleman comes and says, sir, would you mind going out? I said, what? Going out? All of you, please go out.
Go out.
Yeah.
We need your seats.
They were all thrown
Wow.
out. They wanted the seats.
Lovely.
And we went out, there were
was
crowds of people trying to come in.
Happiest moment in your life
Yeah.
in terms
Insane.
of being thrown out. Yeah.
So happy. And crowds of people still trying to get in. And it was fabulous. When the film was over, normally people, the moment the film's over, they rush out.
Oh,
no?
as the credits start, yeah.
So 10 people did rush out.
Like this podcast, people have stopped.
Yeah, I know. Your fans who came earlier on something,
The Discord. It's
Discord, you think they'll come
These are
back
not my
tomorrow?
words.
Yeah.
Generations after me. Yeah.
Okay.
For God's sake.
Discord.
I used to call them people with no work. Just generally kidding.
Yeah. So people stayed back and they had questions. It was fabulous. And so the fact that it's a whodunit, at the end of it all is a whodunit, until today, 120 screenings later, nobody's guessed the killer. Cyrus, I want you to see it and guess
I'm
the killer.
damn good at this. I don't
Yes.
brag. I'm damn good at
Yes.
whodunits.
So let's
You're
drink.
the kind of guy, I never get it wrong.
Let's have a drink and watch it.
I don't drink anymore, but I can do
We'll have a
that.
Limca with Kunal.
I don't drink. No Limca.
You don't drink.
No, I drink sugar-free shit.
What are you saying?
You don't
I'm a
drink
local
alcohol.
model. I'm relaunching myself as the Grassy Minister of India in 2026.
You stop drinking?
Yeah, I had to. I had diabetes, all that crap.
I've got diabetes and I drink.
Yeah,
But seriously, no booze at all?
no, don't be so disappointed, guys. You know,
No,
I
but
was
no
a
wonder
drunk
Grand-
journalist,
this whole show
I've
is
been in
that-
police lockup 4
Yeah,
times.
like
I've
going
been
back to
overnight
South
in
Bombay,
jail.
yeah.
I've done my bit as a drunkard. It's been a good career. I've been
Thanks
Zero-
to you, Grand
zero-
Center
I
closed
banged 2
down.
cars
man.
twice in the hospital. Come on. And girls,
But,
कुछ
but
नहीं,
listen,
वहाँ पे-
I'm back to the finger, not even so much.
be honest. Don't be
not even a passy pen.
No, not even.
Has
a party
Kunal
pen.
also stopped
No,
drinking?
Kunal's problem is perittitis or whatever
Oh,
it is.
that's bad,
There are many
yeah.
tits in that, peritititis or
yeah.
something.
I thought it has
No, I'm
another
not
meaning.
joking.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought that had another meaning.
Yeah, it is. It is another meaning. Anyway, I shouldn't talk, but it's very personal, so I will. Because it's embarrassing. So the first time he didn't tell us also, we went to eat dinner or whatever, and there's a certain amount of food and certain types of food you can't, the moment you eat it, you feel like pain, like horrendous pain, like somebody punched your stomach and all. So, I would like, man up, man, come on, it's only chicken and corn soup, how hard can it be? Yeah, so he couldn't eat. So, and he can't
couldn't
drink. So doctor says he can't go back to alcohol, for sure.
He can't.
Yeah, he has to be careful with his food.
Man, no wonder the shares and
But
all
he's
the
eating
alcohol
everything
companies
on those
are
shows,
dipping.
So it's all fraud, no?
Oh.
It's all fraud. It's like me and MP.
I
You
can't.
think-
So
I
there's
can't
no
name-
fraud.
I can't name
We've
one
made a
song.
film. I'm just saying. There's no fraud there.
Yeah. But you've never been on Pune Highway. And if you have
I
been...
have. I
you
used to live in Pune.
Yeah, but 12 hours for a 4-hour drive?
That-
I mean, shouldn't have been allowed on the highway. Should take you from the Kacha road from behind here. They must see 4812 people must be going, oh, man, John! I'll come back tomorrow.
I'm a Formula
You're the
2000
worst
driver.
slow driver I've ever... my memory is... I can't tell you that drives me nuts. I have a guy called Prakash, professional
Who drives well?
Yeah, he's a Formula 1 guy and he drives for me. Lovely guy from Jharkhand, but he's so slow. We call him the RLK, Red Light King, because if there is a green light...
He'll slow down.
No, he'll wait for the red. His love for red is... he's almost a communist. He just... And then me and my daughter will just start passing comments.
See,
in that-
Cyrus, I have all my life aimed for stillness. So,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah, so there we are.
Chicks love that shit.
Yeah.
So my car doesn't go anywhere.
Well, I'm not kidding. We're making fun, but his driving, I don't know if you've sat
I've
with him
sat,
recently.
I've sat.
He just won't go into third.
Yeah, we came driving, we left last
Yeah,
night.
come on. And then the irony of Pune Highway where you get to...
That's why we got here on time. We left at about 12 last night.
Yeah.
So what more about the
stopped-
film?
we
We're running
stopped
out of
somewhere in
time.
Dadar for a-
Tell us about the film. No, but so how does it work with 2 people directing? I remember Nasir and somebody directing, Vikram Kapadi directing a play, and it was like, Julius Caesar, I attended a rehearsal for
Did
some
it go
reason.
well?
Shakespeare turned in his grave.
No,
when
so
he saw
Nasir
that.
is like shouting and Vikram is talking really softly, but there's sometimes it's cross purposes and I'm wondering what's happening. No, Caesar stabs himself. You know what I mean? It's like, I will wait for those
But
guys.
here, Vikram stabbed.
Yeah. Vikram jumps in. He said, give me one. Yeah, sorry, we're kidding. Love those guys. Huh. So what's the process like for you guys when you're on the set? Or
I
on
don't
the
know,
film
we're
set?
just, and somebody said, listen, you complete each other's sentences.
Okay, this is too much.
Yeah.
This
Now, what
is
can
too
I
much.
say?
I mean, I'm all
cliche.
for same-sex
Yeah.
loving.
What about 1 + 1 = 3?
Oh my God.
Just it's
Stop! Again, let me correct you.
This is like Dracula and the
No,
garlic.
honestly, so I presume that you being the ad guy and having shot more than he has, you take
Yeah.
the lead on the set,
Yeah.
as in with the people, but he'd take the lead with in the
No,
background.
no. But then we discuss it. Then,
Oh.
in terms of the technical stuff, maybe I might discuss it with him first. Of course, it's all discussed. This is the angle. This is what we're going to shoot. This is what we want to
Great fun if both of you at the same time do it, no?
Want to get
and,
from
and
the
drive
same-
guys.
Actors go mad. Actors
Yeah, it
go
was so
mad
much
then, yeah.
fun because he's a louder, softer.
No, there's never been never, and I hope there never is. We plan to make 5-6 films together. Before, of course,
Why only 5, 6?
then one has to keep breathing to make a
We
film.
have to know how long Cyrus.
Stop it. You made your point, bro. And it's a small one. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, it's been good. It's been good.
No, so if you already launched, you
Yeah.
had a sort of launch, you got good feedback,
Yeah.
and people asking questions. Obviously, the product is working when people are asking you
Yes.
questions
Yeah.
in detail because
Yes.
that means they really got into
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
As against,
Yeah.
what is Sudhir Joshi line that he taught us in Bajirao to give when you go and watch somebody else's play, which I keep saying was beautiful, no?
What is that?
As expected.
That's a great
Oh,
one.
Line. That generic line where you're not lying,
As
you can
expected.
go home and sleep, and a thumbs up. You can lie this much, no? As expected, because from the expectation point of view, I'm happy. I expected it to be this
Yeah.
bad or whatever. So yeah.
Trying to see a thumbs up and he's not really lying, so one finger's up.
As expected is brilliant.
What are you
I was
doing?
trying to create a new
What have you
gesture.
done? I mean,
It didn't
sexually,
work.
where
It
have
didn't
you
work.
gone? What are you doing with your life?
I'm sorry,
I'm so
Cyrus.
scared, Bugs. You are like my role model. I was a 17-year-old boy. I used to look up to these guys, I mean, this is nonsense.
What can I do if I was taller?
Yeah,
you had
you
to
were
look
taller,
up.
you were better looking, and you had hair.
Yeah,
And you had full hair.
a lot of hair.
How many years have passed?
That's
How
all I
long,
had.
sir? Rahul used to come and do this and all. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Rahul, adat ho gaya na? Show. I'm not
Listen,
lying.
I'm taking the ceiling and going back.
Before
Just
doing
take it
that,
over. You want to reach,
yeah.
yeah. So the film till now,
How sweetly he goes back.
I
into
know what to
character.
do. I mean,
That's a real actor.
He's the boss.
We do that. Ask him when we're rehearsing. Also, we joke a lot, and then the moment she says, "Start the scene again," immediately get into character. No.
But those,
Bugs. Can I last? Then we go
Yeah.
back to Pune
Yeah.
Highway. Rahul, I don't know if it happens with you guys, but with him, if you make eye contact and we get into a laughing fit, we have taken place back 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because and it's an inside joke. Probably the line is, my son has AIDS. And yeah, but there's another joke because Kunal's pant is not fitting or something. That's an internal thing. And Bugs is horrible that way because he starts it. He just makes a half subtle expression to the other actor like, and then, and then you're all over the place,
Yeah.
man. It's a terrible human being.
those
I don't
were
know
the
how you
Back to
do
Pune Highway.
Okay.
what the hell? All right.
Yeah. Okay, so the release is on the 16th of May.
Six.
I don't know if this will air before that, but we never know.
Not air before that.
We will try.
Chalo,
But to be honest, there's a problem with software. Every time we, load it and stuff.
Listen, I can contribute towards this show. If you can get us out before the
Can you
16th.
move it to 17th? In case we have an issue.
We'll talk. We'll just figure to talk to the PR guys. We'll see what you can do.
Okay. Okay, now let's talk about it. It's difficult to.
There are songs.
Yeah, let's promote it in a way without sounding
Very good
obviously.
songs.
I'll promote it. So you tell me, I'll repeat it.
Clinton,
Clinton,
Sereo,
Sareo.
and Bianca
What, you
of
naming
Shore
kids?
Police. Shore Police.
Okay, sure, please.
Yeah. They did the music.
Okay, the musicians.
Yes.
Jesus, Bugs.
Yeah.
I mean, Bugs played Jesus, but yeah, excellent.
So very good songs.
So these are like lip sync songs, like old-fashioned or
Not lip
no,
sync.
no.
Background. Background.
background
songs.
music?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Songs. Background songs.
nice songs.
Huh.
And you haven't seen our trailer, right?
No, they didn't show us.
What the hell?
We don't have any screen. Do we have anything?
No, we will send it to you, and I'll show
You
it.
didn't send it.
I'll show
Where's
it
your
on the
PR
phone.
team? She sat for the first half.
I know.
She got bored.
Disgusted.
She didn't know when
she's
it will
gone.
start
She was
talking
like,
about
I've
the movie.
she only watched Ranveer shows, and he's so professional. And then she comes here and she's like, "What is this ADHD show?" And
Yeah.
50% of the show is only about us and our
Us.
little world. Well, what did we see in the trailer?
Actually, you'll see something that we had these journalists.
It's a
come on
whodunit.
yesterday,
So at the end, it's all
so
about
there's
that
nothing
edgy.
in the trailer that says anything about the film.
Really?
But it's a feeling. it gives you a feeling, like an ad. We made it like an ad. It's got a terrific soundtrack. And just 4 words. Dosti, hasi, khoon, kaun.
Dosti, hasi, khoon, kaun.
Yeah.
I'll translate it. Friendship, laughter,
Yeah.
blood.
Yeah.
And kaun is if you have an injury in your toe
Khoon
or
is
something.
khoon and kaun is who the hell did it?
Makai.
Stop it.
Yeah.
May I point out?
Yeah.
When it's too much, the sign. All right. So the music, you got some great music. You got, it's a great story. You've revamped it a little bit to make it more visual, obviously,
Cinematic.
and cinematic, and hold for a cinematic audience. But ultimately, it's a edge of the seat thriller.
It is.
A murder.
It is. Even if we
whodunit.
say so ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love that genre. My 2 favorite genres are like the gangster genre.
And I want you to see it and guess the kill. I swear to you, it's a challenge. We'll see it on your show.
Is it
if you want
Rajit?
to. Raju.
Is he in
He's
it?
a killer, but he's not a killer in this
he in
film.
He plays the medical
Medical
examiner.
examiner.
I
Guest
knew it.
appearance.
We'll give him a small role.
Because he was in the play,
No,
the
of
main
course,
thing in the play. Yeah.
Anybody else we know from our group of struggling actors back?
No.
No?
No.
All these new guys that
all
you've
new
gone
guys,
for.
yeah.
Amit
And
Shah,
all these
Jim
good-looking,
Saram.
these Bollywood actors.
What is a good-looking thing for? Oh, unnecessary.
I'm sorry, I wasn't comparing.
what
There are
good-looking-
good-looking actors in.
But we couldn't get you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there
It's-
was copyright. They
Let's
said
just
that
have an awkward moment where we don't
Yeah,
talk.
let's have an awkward
When,
moment.
you're unhappy with the
first
girl.
time on a Cyrus
Yeah,
show,
when
nobody
nobody
says
knows,
anything.
nobody-
Just pain. How do we show pain
Yeah.
on screen?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the woman says. You bugs, remember? No, I shouldn't. That's a little vulgar. I won't tell that story. A peeing story.
I had forgotten it.
Well,
You want to?
we would drive. I don't think I should tell it.
Oh yeah.
Because you basically, to cut a long story short,
Who are we dissing in this?
no, just you and me were peeing
Ah.
after drinking heavily.
Ah.
And I said, I can't find it.
Ah.
And you said, use one finger.
What kind of guy were you?
You don't know. He's horrible. This is the thing is, because we're louder, some people just mistake the loud guy is
They
not the
take for
bad guy.
granted, yeah,
He's
yeah.
just a loud mouth.
Yeah.
The other mouth is very
You
bad.
traumatized this boy.
Never.
I was traumatized.
This
I was
is-
traumatized.
All his memories of Kunal is passing on to me now.
No. And the worst part is I asked Kunal who's dropping us home and he said bugs and I go back to the bar. So we can have 3 more. Catch up with him. And he's always calm. You got angry a couple of times at rehearsal.
Very rarely,
Very
I
rare,
hope.
very
I
rare.
hope.
2 times I remember clearly, but that's in so many rehearsals, so not too bad. Rahul doesn't lose his temper much.
Never.
I can't remember him losing his temper at work.
He's very calm.
you?
I
fellow.
was never there.
You there? You go to your cabin. That's it.
Correct.
You talk to us for 5 minutes, and then. But both father and son do this incomplete sentencing, which I
That
love.
I love.
I love it
I
because
love
you
it.
start feeling inadequate, at the end of it, because you're waiting for the word. Yeah. And no, look back, nothing. And you're like, but what do I do?
That doesn't change.
Yeah.
Jim, you're very good. Okay, fine. Can you do? No, leave it. The guy's saying, what am I supposed to do?
So actually, in the where Rahul really comes in, like if we handle the shoot and everything, he's brilliant in post,
Really?
Absolutely.
Without having a post background.
editing,
Yeah.
music. He's fantastic. So that's
I
how
can't. He's right.
No, and also you don't understand Bugs. Bugs doesn't want to work. He's finished the shoot. Yeah, fucking do the post.
You do it.
Yeah. I like your thinking. One finger.
Listen, you complimented my driving so much, the traffic police will give me an award now.
I'm trying to think if I ever write a book about my real life and all that. I try to remember all these details. which I-
Yeah. This show's gonna help.
what
But you've
irritated
written
you?
one book.
It's, huh?
You've written a book,
I've
right?
written 4.5.
Then, Cyrus, I'm going to buy them.
No. I'll read them out to you.
Okay.
When you're unwell, call me.
Are they on the shelf?
No, Baba.
The money book you wrote.
I should have. Because it's fiction, like I told you. You keep writing. I made up my own religion. It's
you
doing
did?
really well, yeah.
No, we don't need any
Don't
more.
go there. House full?
We've got enough.
House full.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah.
Okay, before we wind up, let's get back to Pune Highway. It's releasing on the 16th. Where can you see it?
Cinemas all
hopefully
over.
Cinemas all over.
Okay.
Cinemas all
Please
over.
watch it at the cinema and don't wait for the...
Please watch it in the
Yeah.
cinema.
Yeah.
Please watch it in the with your friends, because you may have one friend.
Who you want to kill.
No,
No.
you want to save.
Yeah. But also, there's the other thing is that you see it once, you can take friends and watch how long it takes for them to unravel the
You know,
plot.
Cyrus,
Also,
seriously.
I love doing that.
No, what is this film actually will send you away to the dinner after the movie with something to talk about because you will analyze it. You will say,
If
what
I
the
go
hell?
for the 11 o'clock matinee,
Yeah.
I have to wait for dinner.
You'll have to.
Bro,
Yeah.
be clear, yeah.
It's a short film.
Stop it.
Listen, if it's 11 o'clock, we don't want the cinemas to give us 11 o'clock
Can I
matinee.
tell
We
you
want
what my age
prime
group
time.
people started doing?
Yeah.
The 9 o'clock thing, because the Inox, let's face it, sometimes it's expensive. 9 o'clock, they give you all these deals. 9 a.m.
Okay.
So those are the shows people go for very often.
To eat.
No, it's cheaper.
Oh.
Like Avengers, I take my kids at 9 a.m. That was my rule.
Cyrus, come on.
Fuck it, man. It would be $2.5 grand with popcorn and all that.
Yeah.
And then the movie is really irritating after some time, I mean, let's be honest. Have you seen a movie called Brave?
No.
My daughter for that.
No,
So
no.
it's a nice movie for 10 minutes, but it's like, come on. I mean, there's a bear who becomes a witch or a witch who becomes a bear, and it just goes on like that, I mean, come on.
So that's our next film.
Yeah, I hope so.
Brave.
All right, it's called Pune Highway. We have to end it here. They've spoken too much. We've been a lot of fun. Taking a lot of liberty with them because we go back a long way. You can bitch about me after 30 seconds once the thing gets cut, not before. All right? Check it out. It's a fabulous play. It's done really well in the theatre circuit. Already getting rave reviews wherever they've had these soft premieres. And once it comes out, go and watch it and support the cinema movement, which is important. That's it. Any last words, boys?
Come see, come enjoy.
That sounds Japanese. Yes, come see.
That's why audience is.
Bugs.
Silence.
Okay, I want a last question. This is almost like, premature ejaculation happens, so we have to move on. What is the one thing you want to change in Rahul? What's the one thing you want to change in Bugs? Working together. Not when you work. I don't want a Miss India answer and all this.
I'll give you a missing. Nothing.
Stop it, please. I'll make you wear a swimsuit and disqualify you.
Changing him. No.
Wait, come on. The driving drove me mad. There must be something. You can't be so perfect.
What to do now? We've become like that.
I asked my wife the other day. She's still talking. I mean, come on. There's nothing?
Nothing.
Is one of you? What about your temperaments in terms of speed, faster,
Nothing.
slower?
It just seems to work. I mean, we're opposite. We're not like we're the same, but it works.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bugs, Rahul, please go and watch the movie. Trailer's not enough. Pune Highway, 16th May.
Cyrus says every time, Cyrus says, जब ये कहे तुम सुनो, please. तमीज़ से बात करना है ना, important people यार.